Save our planet. Ocean dead zones may foreshadow mass extinction. An Australian marine scientist is sounding the alarm about the spread of large dead zones in the ocean. Professor of Hugelsberg of the University of Queensland and the ARC Centre of Excellence for Coral Reef Studies, or COECRS, says there is growing evidence that declining oxygen levels in the ocean have played a major role in at least 4 of the planet's 5 past mass extinctions, with the number of dead zones having grown to more than 400 during the period of 2000 to 2008. Some are now as large as 70,000 square kilometers in size.
Noting the link between these oxygen-depleted zones and climate change, as well as human activities such as agricultural runoff, Professor Hugh Goldberg stated that their presence can change things like the degree of mixing that goes on between surface and deep waters. Concerned about the effect of these alterations, he said, "The point is that our activities on land have a big influence on what goes on in the oceans, and now we are starting to reap the harvest of those changes. We are starting to see changes in the ocean's ability to produce oxygen and food and all of the ecosystem services that are so important to not only us but all of the other organisms on the planet."
Our thanks, Professor Hugelsberg, and all scientists working to understand the link between declining ocean life and climate change. May such alarming news prompt us to adopt sustainable lifestyles while we still have a chance.
During an October 2009 video conference in Formosa or Taiwan, Supreme Master Ching Hai addressed the dead zone problem and reminded of the way to restore the seas and the planet.
The number of oxygen-depleted oceanic dead zones had increased from only 49 in the 1960s to 405 in 2008, and I'm sure there's more now. There are much more sea dead zone right now. The dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico is one of the largest in the world. It is 22,000 square kilometers and was created mainly from agriculture runoff, including food raised for livestock and manure. Around 212,000 metric tons of fish are estimated to die in the Gulf of Mexico dead zone every year. Regarding the concrete instructions and guidance to avoid the planet's destruction, it's again, be veg, go green, do good deeds, and be loving. That's a loving way to live. That's a noble way to live. We must develop our innate noble qualities because, after all, we are human beings, and it's the only way we can save the planet from destruction.